Welcome to Creator Review, the series that's finally fucking ending. This episode, and my god it feels good to say this, but the final one's creator is Ferdefunky. This is a creator review that was suggested to me by my good old buddy old pal PokerBro60 all the way back in January last year when he beat Starpunk. Now, I had heard of Ferdefunky before that. The dude has 2 gauntlet levels, Traction and Shuriken, but I hadn't beaten any of his other levels. I always wanted to make this video, but never actually sat down and beat his levels since he has 47 creator points. And I think that for the final creator review, this would be a fitting end. Let's get started. Falling Mysteries is a pretty basic 2.0 first rate. It is surprisingly difficult for 3 stars, but I won't hold that against the level. The gameplay is fun, besides the fact that you still have to give it a practice run despite it being a 6 stars. There's a bunch of invisible speed changes that you need to be aware of, and because of that I'm talking 4 points instead of 3, 6. The deco is once again basic for 2.0 standards, here's another 6. The sync is pretty good, here's another 3 for originality. It's a bit lower since there are a ton of levels like this out there. Here's 2 points. Final score, 17 out of 30. Oversplit is more of the same, except a tad worse. The deco is more appealing this time, but keeps the same style, 7. The gameplay, however, is a lot worse. The invisible speed changes are a lot more noticeable here and cause problems. Because of this gameplay gets a 4. The sync is the same quality, 3, and the originality remains the same, 2 points. Final score, 16. Chaotic Drive is just the last 2 levels again, more invisible portals, more bizarre gameplay, more of the same quality deco. Here's a 5 and a 7. The sync is less good than before, but the originality remains the same, 2 and 2. Final score, 16. Factors is actually an evolution of the style we've been seeing for the past 3 levels. The deco has gotten better, it pops out more than before, and is a welcome change, 8. The gameplay is also finally gave up on the invisible speed portals and is actually fun, 7. The sync is good again, 3, and the originality, while it can be more, it's fine, 2. Final score, 20. Acceleron is actually really goddamn good. It's a medium demon and a very fun one at that. The gameplay is just really enjoyable and easy to pick up. I beat this in like 15 minutes total, so that just should say something considering this is a tier 8 medium demon. The gameplay gets a 9, it's just really fun. The deco is solid and enough to keep the level afloat, 7. The sync is once again solid, 3, and the originality is a 2 since it's pretty derivative of Traction. Final score, 21. Bacon Invasion is like a warm-up for Traction, which is the next level. Its deco takes after Traction, although it came out before, I'll give it a 7. The gameplay is good and fun, another 7. The sync is pretty good, and while the chiptune song that Ferdefunky chose for this works well, here's a 3. The originality is a bit weird, it's obviously just the style we've already seen but with some changes, but at the same time it has some new block designs here and there, so sure, 2. Final score, 19 out of 30. Traction is one of, I'd say, 3 well-known Ferdefunky levels. It's a pretty fun, easy demon. The deco is basic, but gets the job done, 6. The gameplay is actually pretty fun, but sadly unbalanced to hell and back. The flying is really precise compared to everything else and makes this infuriating for new players. I'll give it another 6. The sync is once again solid and even goes out of its way to sync in a couple places. I'm gonna be a bit more generous and give it a 4. The originality is another 2, final score, 18. Pangy Cantina is fine, the gameplay is a lot less good compared to the other medium demon. Also, it has a secret way in it that lets you skip 40% of the level, so that's 1 point docked, 5. The deco is fine, unmemorable, and uninteresting, 5. Sync and originality are a 3 and a 2. There's nothing to talk about here besides the secret way, 15. Waffle Funk is fine, the deco is exactly what you come to expect by now, here's a 6. The gameplay is fine, but has its funkiness, 7. The sync is a 0, since I literally cannot download the song. I even tried adding it as a Nong from Newgrounds, but it was deleted, so I had no other choice here. The originality is a 2 again, what a shocker, final score 15. Flash is Ferdefunky's last 2.0 level, and oh wow, is this one not good. The deco doesn't mesh at all and looks cluttered and ugly, 4. The gameplay, however, is pretty fun, here's a 7. It's sight readable, fits the song, no bad parts, all you need. The sync and originality are once again 2s, final score 15. Odyssey somehow manages to make the colors that didn't work in Flash work here. It's a solid level all around, the gameplay and deco are both 7s, and the sync and originality are 4, respectively 3. There's not much else to say here. It's just a super solid level that sticks out and blends in with the rest of Ferd's catalog at the same time. Final score, 21. And we're right back to the clashing colors. Tesla isn't good. The gameplay is annoying and has difficulty spikes with the spider sections, 5. The deco is boring and ugly. Public service announcement, never use the 2.1 grid background. It just looks really bad and makes your level automatically way worse. And also, it's not the last time we'll be seeing it. God, am I happy to say that. Another 5. The sync is a 3 and originality 2, final score 15. Cord Cutter is more of the same background. The gameplay has weird difficulty spikes here and there, and is just overall unenjoyable, especially for less skilled players. I was lucky to be good enough to beat it in a couple of minutes, and thus had more fun with the gameplay than someone at the Easy Demon level would. I'll give it a 5. The deco is overcolored and glow spammy and just looks pretty bad. It's fine enough, I guess, but it screams early 2.1, and we all know how much that style sucks. Another 5. Sync and originality remain the same, 3 and 2, 15. Funny TikTok dance level is the same shit, except the gameplay's a bit better and the deco is less bad. They both increase by a point, the rest remain 17. Osaka Rush is pretty good. It's a remake of a 1.9 level and it does a good job at being one. The gameplay's unfun, but there's nothing inherently wrong with it, so 5. The deco is good. It resembles the 1.9 level, but it has glow 2.1 glow spam and shit. It's unique for sure, and actually looks pretty good in some. Actually looks pretty good and not glow spammy, you might add in some parts. Here's a 7. Sync is a 4 and originality a 1. Final score 17. Shuriken is really good. This is another well-known one, being in the Death Gauntlet. It's one of the best ones so far, but also has very little to say about it. It's just an improved and more original version of all that we've been seeing. 8, 8, 4, 4, 24. Rain Dance is one of the most unfun levels I've ever played. The gameplay is so unbelievably bad. Do you know those easy demons that are in theory super simple but take you forever because of how specific the gameplay is for no reason? Yeah, that's what this is. The deco's ugly to boot. 3, 5, 4, 2. Do better. 14. Yes, this is a lot more like it. Thank you. Infinity is really good. The deco reminds me a lot of Shreyas by Will of GD, but I'm not sure, if I'm not wrong, this was made before that, so I won't dock much on the originality. The gameplay is fine. This ship portal is really hard to make out, and I died here like 3 times thinking it was actually a ball portal, but 7. It's pretty good. The deco is really good, and finally the over-decorated block designs and tons of smaller structures actually work with the style he attempts. 9. The sync is pretty good. 4. The originality is another 4. Final score 24 out of 30. And to wrap up all of creator review, we have Starpunk. This is a perfect score. I don't even care. The gameplay is so fun, sight-readable, syncs really well, all you could possibly want. The deco is so slick and fits the song so well. The colors are appealing and go together. The techno style here is just so good looking. It's, oh my god, it's really great. The sync is amazing. Look up a completion of the level and see for yourself. The originality I don't even really need to talk on. I don't think there's another GD level like Starpunk, and I think it deserves the 3rd and final perfect score. And with that, we can finally calculate Ferdefunky's final creator score, which is 6.122 out of 10. That's really what I was expecting. While Ferdefunky definitely has some real bangers, Acceleron, Infinity, and Starpunk are all really good levels, and I recommend them to anyone. Some of his easier levels are also pretty good, but sadly for every really good level, there's a mediocre one to balance it out. And well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.